Let me ask you something. How many times this week did you feel shaken by something small? Maybe a rude, anonymous comment on social media, a digital whisper that somehow stole your focus for an entire afternoon. Perhaps it was a colleague who ignored your idea at work, making you question your entire professional worth. Or maybe it was that silent treatment, the passive-aggressive coldness from someone you love, that left you feeling emotionally exposed and fragile. We've all been there. We spend months building a sense of strength and confidence. Then, in one moment, we're crumbling because of something utterly trivial, something we can't even control. This is the condition of modern life. We are powerful externally, but often fragile internally. But here's the truth, the core lesson of Stoicism: emotional strength is not about avoiding problems, it's about learning how to stand tall, calm, and resolute in the very middle of the storm. The ancient Stoics, people like Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man on earth, Epictetus, a former slave, and Seneca, a great advisor, were not living easy lives. They lived in times of war, plague, betrayal, political exile, and death. Yet, they found a way to remain unshaken. They did this through simple, daily habits. Today, I'm going to share with you 4 daily Stoic habits that will make you emotionally unshakable. Habits that anyone, yes, even you, can start practicing right now. By the end of this, you will have a roadmap to build an inner citadel that no external force can penetrate. So grab your tea, sit back, and let's dive into the habits that will change your life. Habit 1, Morning Clarity. Start with control. Every morning, the Stoics didn't just roll out of bed and rush into the anxiety of the day. They performed a powerful act of premeditation. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, started his day by reminding himself of the negative things he was likely to face. Today I will meet people who are arrogant, jealous, deceitful, ungrateful, but none of them can harm me unless I let them. Why did he do this? He was not being pessimistic, he was being proactive. He understood a simple, life-changing truth: you cannot control how the world treats you, but you can control how you respond. Think of it like putting on a mental suit of armor. You don't wait for the arrow to hit you to decide whether you're protected, you prepare before the battle begins. This habit is formally called the Dichotomy of Control. It's the most fundamental pillar of Stoicism. Imagine if, instead of immediately checking the news, email, or social media, which instantly pulls your attention to the uncontrollable, you took 5 minutes each morning to center yourself. Grab a notepad or open a simple note app. Write down 2 columns. Column A, things I can control today. Your effort, your attitude, your diet, your integrity, your word, your reaction. Column B, things I cannot control today. The stock market, traffic, the weather, your boss's mood, a client's decision, what a stranger thinks of you. When you finish, you'll notice something absolutely life-changing. 90% of your emotional stress comes from the futile effort of trying to influence column B. When you consciously focus your energy only on column A, life's little attacks, the traffic jam, the rude email, the office politics, can't shake you. Why? Because you've already acknowledged them as external events that fall outside your zone of power. You've already decided who's in charge, you, and your deliberate response. This is your most effective emotional shield. Habit 2, practice voluntary discomfort, train for life's punches. Now let me share a strange but profoundly powerful Stoic secret that sounds counterintuitive: practice voluntary discomfort. Seneca, one of the richest men in Rome, would often, by choice, sleep on the floor, eat plain, cheap food, and wear rough clothes, even though he had absolute luxury at his fingertips. Why would a man of such immense wealth choose such hardship? He did it to remind himself, I can survive with less. Comfort doesn't own me. You see, the reason most of us are emotionally fragile is because we are too comfortable. We have become accustomed to instant gratification and minimal friction. Consequently, the smallest inconvenience, a Wi-Fi outage, a minor delay, a slightly cold meal, feels like an emotional disaster. We are emotionally soft. But what if you built the habit of testing yourself every day? You are essentially creating tiny, controlled stressors to build spiritual resilience. It doesn't have to be extreme or masochistic. It could be taking a cold shower for the last 60 seconds of your morning routine, skipping your favorite comfort snack or dessert for a week, walking or taking the stairs instead of driving or using the elevator. These are not just physical acts, they are mental declarations. These little acts toughen your spirit. They whisper a constant message to your deepest self: I can handle loss. I can handle discomfort. I can handle friction. When you consciously deny yourself a small comfort, you build a powerful sense of internal freedom. And when life throws its real punches, a major financial setback, a painful breakup, or a significant failure, you won't collapse. You've trained your mind for this. You'll be emotionally unshakable because you've proven to yourself, hundreds of times over, that you are stronger than your circumstances. Habit 3, the pause. Master the gap between stimulus and response. Have you ever said something in anger, sent that spiteful email, or acted rashly, and immediately wished you could rewind time and take it back? The feeling of regret often comes from giving away our power to a momentary rush of emotion. The Stoics believe that the real test of strength is not lifting heavy weights, it is holding your tongue when you are triggered. Epictetus provided the ultimate blueprint for emotional mastery. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. The most crucial step to becoming unshakable is mastering the gap, the tiny space between the external event, the stimulus, and your internal response, the reaction. So here is your simple, yet profound, Stoic habit: whenever something triggers you, pause. When you feel the heat rising, the jaw clenching, the fingers hovering over the reply button, stop. Do not speak. Do not type. Count to 5. Breathe deeply into your belly. And in that tiny space of stillness, ask yourself 3 questions. 1. Will this specific reaction matter in 5 hours? 2. Will this specific reaction matter in 5 days? 3. Will this specific reaction matter in 5 years? For most trivial triggers, the answer to all 3 is a resounding no. But the damage caused by a momentary emotional outburst often lasts 5 years or more. That pause, just a few seconds of intentional silence, saves relationships, protects your long-term peace, and builds deep, quiet respect from others. It's like building a psychological dam in front of a rushing river. Instead of letting raw emotion flood and destroy everything in its path, you redirect that energy with calm and wisdom. The pause is not weakness, it is the ultimate expression of your power and self-mastery. Habit 4, evening reflection, audit your soul. At night, when the city was quiet and the business of the day was done, the Stoics sat with themselves. They engaged in an unflinching, honest self-audit. Seneca recommended asking a series of questions daily, the core of which was, what did I do well today? Where did I fall short? What can I do better tomorrow? Why is this so powerful? Because life moves fast, and without consistent, honest reflection, we are doomed to repeat the same mistakes, giving away our peace and power in the same exact ways, day after day. We remain on autopilot. This habit is your GPS for growth. Imagine if every night, before you close your eyes, you wrote down just 3 simple lines. 1. What I'm grateful for today. This corrects your focus from lack to abundance. 2. Where I lost my temper, my pride, or my peace. This is the honest self-diagnosis. 3. One thing I'll do differently tomorrow. This creates the actionable future plan. This isn't about guilt or self-criticism. It's about growth. The habit of reflection turns pain into wisdom, and momentary mistakes into solid stepping stones. And slowly, day by day, you become a person who is truly unshakable, not because life got easier, but because through this deliberate, daily audit, you got stronger. Let's quickly recap these 4 Stoic habits you can begin practicing right now to build an unshakable emotional core. 1. Morning clarity. Start the day by separating control from no control. Invest your energy only in what you can influence. 2. Voluntary discomfort. Practice small acts of denial to train your spirit and prove to yourself that you are tougher than your comforts. 3. The pause, master the gap between the trigger and the response. Silence is power. 4. Evening reflection, audit your soul daily to turn mistakes into wisdom and ensure continuous growth. Do these, and you won't just survive the inevitable storms of life, you'll walk through them unshaken. Life will never stop testing you. But you don't have to crumble every time. You have the tools to stand tall. If this message resonated deeply with you, then don't just listen, live it. Start one of these habits today. And if you want more timeless Stoic wisdom to strengthen your mind, your emotions, and your relationships, then make sure you subscribe to this channel. Because here, we don't just talk philosophy. We practice it. Together. Stay strong. Stay unshakable. And I'll see you in the next video.